morning, Steve Crawford, Ops Cheney, Team 1. Again, we're looking good. We got a little bit more black line every day. We're throwing some more black line on. The guys were working real hard still up here in the drainage. Still have a few little incidents every now and then, so it's one of those stay on your toes day for those guys. Going on, still working some of those islands, still getting the smokes. A lot less phone calls yesterday, again, so that means that I think we're making good progress. And with the new IR coming out, fewer and fewer locations on that IR map. So again, we're making good progress with yesterday's activities. So that's it.
If you turn to page 1 of your IEP, the incident objectives, the ICS 202 have not changed. Correct by the ICs? Shaking your head of yes. Weather.
Good morning. Adam Go from Situation. I checked with the IMED on his way out. He tried to pull one over on us. You were here yesterday. You left us the weather rock. It's actually a chunk of asphalt, so that must have been his joke. So they put me in here as a stand-in. Last night we saw a little bit lower temperatures and some more, a little bit increase in humidity recovery, but not much. We're expecting today, we're going to get upper 80s to mid 90s again. We're looking at terrain-driven winds out of the northeast to start. With as it changes into the afternoon, they're going to change over to southwest. So again, the humidities will be between 10 and 20%. With that, throughout the rest of the week, we're going to start getting the weather system pushing in some higher winds. The temperatures are going to decrease through the week. We're going to start seeing a little bit of a rise in humidity. But they're going to continue to get stronger out of the southwest. So the area that we have of concern up here in the drainage is going to start getting wind tested. And with the fire behavior piece, obviously the smoldering continues. We have some potential as it continues to go on to get some surfacing of those smoldering fuels that are underground, so be aware of that. The good news is that if we do have something surface outside the line, the rates of spread aren't going to be fantastic. They're not going to be anything more than slow to moderate unless we get that wind and terrain alignment, so just be aware of that. That's it for fire weather, fire behavior.
Safety.
Good morning, Randy Titus, Safety Officer 2 training. Today's message is we've been here for greater than 2 weeks. And it's your responsibility as a supervisor to find a way to get the message to your folks that everyone needs to remain safe. We've got 10 bullet points today. Go over those on your breakouts. Ensure that all of the supervisors pass this message on. Find a way to keep this going. Don't let complacency creep in, please. All right, so we've got hazard trees out there. I heard they were falling yesterday with the little wind we had. They were falling like twigs, so be mindful of the trees or the widowmakers that are out there. Dehydration, multiple days in a row. People are working in hot weather. That accumulates. Be mindful of dehydration, heat injuries. Get that message out. Ash pits, stump holes. We had an accident with a person that fell into a root burn that had traveled a great distance, dropped a leg into the hole. Very dangerous. Get that message out to recognize those. Mark them as hazards. We had a safety officer foreman yesterday, found a ash pit that was 7 feet in diameter, 7 feet. He sounded all carefully, sounded like you would sound a roof all the way around that ash pit, hazard marked it. That was probably 5 to 7 feet deep. Imagine stepping into that unknowingly. Wear your PPE, mark the hazards, tell your folks how to identify those. And lastly, fatigue. Some of these folks are traveling this morning from Rancho Cordova, the 24-hour shifts returning, and tonight are going to go to 50 minutes away to a hotel. So adjust your work periods, please, to accommodate for the rest, work to rest ratio. And that's it, find a way. Remember that image in the mirror. Who's responsible for your safety? Most importantly, yourself. But get that message out, document in the 214 by name. Thank you.
Resources with the roll call.
Good morning, Josh Anderson, Unit Leader Trainee. We're going to start with Division Alpha Whiskey, Doug Jones. Division Echo Foxtrot Golf, Aaron Lotta and Brian Buchanan. Division India Julia Romeo, Clint Hamilton. And Division Kilo Oscar Quebec, we've got Rob Bevensey and Matthew Houston. And for suppression and repair, Gary Whitson. Thank you.
Operations with work assignments.
All right, good morning all. First of all, just a quick update on air resources. The last helicopter was released yesterday afternoon, so there are no air resources assigned to the incident today. So if there is a need, just make a request up the chain and we'll get a helicopter ordered up. Most likely it'll be copter 404 out of Columbia. For the fire itself, this whole western side here, the Alpha Whiskey side, is getting real close to being put in patrol status. Just a strike team of engines out there today. However, on the eastern side over here, in the same place that we've been having the problems the last several days, the islands up in Gulf and then the drainage up there in Echo, there's still quite a bit of work in there, so we've stacked most of the resources in that area today. So taking care of those two things, and same as yesterday, identifying hose that were not needed and getting that pulled out and hauled back to camp. Thank you.
Communications.
Morning, Tom Webb, Communications Unit Leader. Today's a clone day, so come in and see us. Command net changed today. We're going to CDF Command 5 as our command net from the NIFC systems. Your primary repeater will be Tone 5 off of Blue Mountain, be your first go-to. After that, Tone 3 off of Fowler, and then last, Tone 13 off of Mount Zion on the north end of the fire. Same places we've had the NIFC repeaters, but just different frequencies. And those repeaters are not linked at this point, so there could be a few holes, but we'll be able to hear your communications. We just might not have a complete coverage over the fire with everyone being able to hear you. Second thing, a big change in there for all the camp guys, the logs net for the camp frequencies changed to VTAC 12. Thank you.
Medical.
Good morning, Steve Cormier, Medical Unit Leader Trainee. This morning we're going to have 3 line medic teams on the line. We'll have them on divisions EFG, IJR, and KOQ, but they don't appear on the IAP on KOQ, so we'll make sure they check in with division. The frontline medical trailer left yesterday, so if you need any medical care or supplies, you need to go down to the MERT unit, which is down by the CDC staging area. And as always, review the 206 for reporting line or in-camp emergencies. Have a great day. Thank you very much.
Logistics.
Good morning. So I know operations hit it, I'm gonna hit it again. We still got a fair amount of hose out there, so keep seeking it. We're sitting about 125,000 feet of hose that's been unaccounted for so far. As much as you can get that hose back, we'd really appreciate it, especially as we're on this downhill slide. We still gotta roll it and send it back. Supply will be closed as of tomorrow at noon, so get all your supply needs between today and tomorrow. That'll be returns only. Last breakfast here in camp will be Monday morning. And then for the facility side, laundry will be shut down tomorrow at 1900. So if you got laundry that needs to be done, get it in today so we can get it out of there. Have a great day.
Information.
Good morning, Mike Yen with the information. Just want to remind everybody out there that we still have the fire information and recovery hotline. It's still located on the fact sheets and our website, so if you run across any of the residents or the public that are still having questions, you can refer them to that hotline. We staff it during the day with live people. We also have a lost and found over at the trailer, the big trailer by the entrance over there. If you found something, bring it by. If you've lost something, stop on by and maybe we can recover it for you. And then lastly, just if you want to help us spread the word, we're doing a lot of community meetings starting Monday, pretty much at least once a day. So if you're in the areas, you can tell the residents and the locals that we have community meetings, and their attendance would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Have a good day.
Finance.
All right, my turn. Real quick, as we're getting close to demo, you need to come in and check in and get your times cut up. We still have a federal time recorder and the whole time shop's up and running. Also, we're still looking for water use reports. Please come in. If you've been using water, we need to get those in. Also, suppression damage. If you see any suppression out there, damage out there, come in and let us know so we can get that documented. And for all of you who've been turning in shift tickets, thank you. We really appreciate it.
If you have any trainees, documentation can take care of those. Demob list is all over the camp and also in your IEP. Reminder of your divisional breakouts up on the top of the hill. Closing comments from our IC.
Good morning. So it is day 18, and so I've prepared a special briefing because I've been on your side of the briefing I've been there. I understand what you guys are hearing. So here's my briefing for you today. Situational awareness. Heads on a swivel. Safety. Because that's probably what a lot of people are hearing right now. What I'd like you guys to do is go back and make sure that everyone understands the plan and understands what it is they're doing today. If you see folks out there, residents, give them a hand. Help them out. If you see stuff that needs to be done, get it done. Thank you very much.
Reminder, tomorrow's morning briefing will be here at 0700 for those on a 24-hour shift. Monday morning briefing here again, 0700 on Monday. Thank you and have a safe shift.